Welcome to Ziora4mirah. Welcome to Ziora4mirah. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm so excited. So, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to draft your skirt pattern in two ways actually. First, if you have your basic bodies, I'm going to show you how to copy out your skirt pattern. But if you don't have your basic bodies, I'll teach you how to draft your skirt pattern from scratch. So guys, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers. You guys are wonderful. You guys rock. I love you guys. And if you're new to my channel and you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button. It's free. It's actually free to subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe. And also, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Don't forget to like and also leave a comment in the comment section, and also share my video as well. So, without wasting much time, let's get to work. So guys, the first one I'll be showing you is how to copy your skirt pattern from your basic bodies. So all you need to do is you get a fresh pattern paper and then you place your basic bodies on it. I have a video where I show you how to draft your basic bodies, very detailed video for both front and back. So for those of you who have not watched it, please do well to watch it so you learn how to draft the basic bodies. So you place your basic bodies like this on your pattern paper. Then using your pins, we are going to use our pins to hold them together like this. And make sure the papers are lined very well. So guys, after doing that, we'll get our tracing wheel. We'll be using our tracing wheel to trace out the skirt from the waist side. We're going to copy from the waist side. This is center front and side front. So we are going to trace from this waist down, and we'll do the same thing for the back. We'll trace from the waist. This is side back and center back. So we'll trace from the waist side down. This is for the back, and we'll do the same thing for the front. So using our tracing wheel, I don't want to actually do the tracing because I'll be using this other paper, this pattern paper, to draft the other skirt pattern. So but I'll just show you how to do it without marking exactly on the pattern paper. So after placing your basic bodies, use your tracing wheel like this from the waist. You trace it down to the knee like this. And then you do the same thing for the front. You trace from the waist down to the knee. So this is how to copy your pattern. And you copy the darts, the front darts and the back darts. And that's all. And then you can now safely remove your pins. So you have exactly what you have copied on your other pattern paper. So all you need to do is just use your pencil and follow all the lines that you have traced, and you have your skirt pattern. So it's very easy. But if you don't have your basic bodies, I'm going to show you how to draft the skirt pattern from scratch. That's the next thing we'll be doing. So let's take a look at the measurements we'll be working with. So right here we have our measurements we'll be working with to draft our skirt from scratch. We have the nape to waist for front, or shoulder to waist for front. Remember I said for our shoulder to waist or nape to waist we have for both front and back. So we'll be working with the nape to waist for front, and here we have 16 inches. And then we have our nape to hip as 25 inches and our nape to knee as 34 inches. Then we'll have our waist circumference or our round waist as 28 inches. And then we have our hip circumference as 39 inches. So guys, if you don't know how to take accurate body measurements, I have a video where I show you how to take accurate body measurements. So please do well to watch it. So right here, we'll be starting from the top of our paper. We'll be using the top of our paper. We'll draft for both front and for back. So our nape to waist for front is 16 inches. So we are going to place it right here at the top of the paper. That's where our 16 inches will be. And then our nape to hip is 25 inches. So we'll just mark it. Our nape to hip is 25 inches. And then our nape to knee is 34 inches. So because I want a straight line, I'll repeat the process again. Nape to waist is 16 inches, nape to hip is 25 inches, and then our nape to knee is 34 inches. So using the straight side of our ruler, we'll connect all the dots together. Right here is our waistline. Sorry guys, my writing is too tiny. So the top is our waistline and here is our hip line. And this is our knee line. So guys, remember our waist circumference is 28 inches. So on this side, that's where we'll be marking our waist circumference. But before we do that, we'll remove half an inch. We'll subtract half an inch on this side, just as you see me do here. You remove half inch here before you mark your waist measurement. So it's after the half inch that's where you will start taking your waist measurement. And our waist measurement is 28 inches divided by 4 is 7 inches. And we are supposed to add 1 inch as our dart intake. In our basic bodies pattern, where I show you how to know whether to use 1 inches as your dart or 1.5 inch as your dart intake. So please guys, do well to watch the basic bodies, the video where I taught how to draft your basic bodies. There you will know how to calculate the dart intake. But for this client, we'll be using 1 inch as our dart intake. So you add 1 inch to your waist measurement here. So you have 8 inches. So then we will go to the hip line. Our hip measurement is 39 inches. So when you divide it by 4, you have 9.75. So but then I will not be working with this 9.75. I'm going to add half an inch to it. The half an inch I will be adding here, I am going to remove it from the front skirt pattern. So we'll add half an inch here to the hip measurement and we'll have 10.1/4 or 10.0.25. So here you go up by 1 inch and come down by 1 inch, and then you connect the dots together with the straight side of your ruler like this. So you connect the line, the hip line, to the waistline using the curved side of your ruler like so. See? So it's very easy guys. So that's for the hip. So you measure whatever you have on the hip and then you bring it down to the knee line. So we have 10.1/4. That's 10 1/4. Then you connect the straight side of your ruler. Beautiful. So on this side of the knee, you go in by 1 inch and then you connect it to the hip. Remember we came down here by 1 inch, so you connect this one to that of the knee like this. Now on this side of the waist, remember we removed half an inch up there before we mark our waist measurement. So on this side, you come down by 2 inches, and then still on that line, you come down by 2 inches like this, and then still on that 2 inches, you go in by half an inch. And then using the straight side of your ruler, you connect it to that half an inch you removed earlier before marking your waist measurement. Yes, like this. Then on the hip line, you go up by 2 inches. We do all of this to have a relaxed zip. So it's very, very important. So you connect the lines, connect the dots like this. So you have something like this. So the next thing we'll be doing is to mark our darts. Our bust span is 6 inches. When you divide it by 2, you have 3 inches. And so I will add half an inch to it, making it 3.5 inches. So you mark 3.5 inch here. I want a straight line, so I will repeat the same thing here. Again, mark 3.5 inch here. Using your straight ruler, you connect the dots together. Okay, so on this dart line, you come down by 2 inches. Remember, our dart intake is 1 inch, so we'll divide that 1 inch on both sides. So mark half inches on either side of this dart line. We'll repeat the same thing on the waistline. You mark half an inch on either side. And then using the straight side of your ruler, you connect the dots. Beautiful. I think I passed my line a little. Let me just erase it. Okay. So on this side, you go up by 2 inches. Using the straight side of your ruler, you connect it together. So you have your dart for your back skirt pattern. So this is your center back. Don't forget to indicate this is your center back and side back. So on this side of the hip line, so placing your tape like this, you mark 1.5 inches. Still on that line, don't move your tape, don't remove your tape. You still mark 5 inches. We do all of this to contour the butt area so our skirt will be very fitted. So you go in here by 1 inch. Then using the curved side of your ruler, not this other side, this side a little bit curvy, then you connect the dots. So please guys, feel free to watch this part again and again if you don't understand it. So on the knee line, you mark 1 inch here. Then using the straight side of your ruler, you connect the dots. Beautiful. So this is for your back skirt pattern. This part is a little bit pointed, okay? So we'll be moving to the front skirt pattern. So on the waist side, our waist measurement is 28 divided by 4. We have 7, and then we are going to add 1 inch as our dart intake. Then our hip circumference is 39 inches divided by 4. We have 9.75. So guys, but I will not be using 9.75. Remember, we added half an inch to that of the back. So that half inch we add to the back pattern, we are going to remove it here. So we'll remove half an inch. So it's on this point now we have our hip measurement. So on that point we'll go up by 1 inch here, and then we'll also come down here by 1 inch. Using the straight side of our ruler, we'll connect the dots together. And then we'll connect the hip to the waist using the curved side of our ruler like this. So we'll mark whatever we have here, and then we'll bring it down to the knee line. So we'll have 9.1/4. And then using our straight side of our ruler, we'll connect the hip line to the knee line. Then on this side of the knee, we'll go in by 1 inch. Remember, we came down here by 1 inch. We are going to connect the points together with that of the knee. So this is it. This is side front and this is center front. So the next thing we'll do is to mark our dart. So our bust span is 6 inches, divided by 2 is 3 inches. For the front, we are not going to be adding half an inch. So we'll use the exact bust span measurement. So I want a straight line, and I'll repeat the same process. Mark 3 inches here, and using the straight side of your ruler, you connect the lines. Connect the dots together so you have your straight line. So on this side of your dart line, you go up by 2 inches from the hip. So on the hip line, you go up by 2 inches. So our dart intake is 1 inch. We'll divide the 1 inch here on either side. We'll mark half here, and we'll mark half on the other side. Half here, half on the other side, and then we'll connect it. So you have something like this. It's very beautiful. So for those of you who like your skirt to have front dart, you'll be sewing your dart here. That's why I did the markings. But personally, I don't like darts on my front skirt, on my skirt for the front. I don't like that, so I'm going to remove it. Then I will remove this dart here from this side. So I'll have my exact waist measurement. But if you want that to be on your skirt for the front, you don't need to remove it. You don't need to remove this 1 inch here. You just work with the dart. But because I don't want my skirt to have that on the front, that's why I will have to remove it from this side. So guys, this is how we've come to the end of our tutorial. So it's beautiful, it's so easy. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And here we have our back skirt pattern, and this is for the front. See you guys in my next video. I love you.